Alright guys, so today I want to talk about Railjack for a moment because I've been kind of playing around with my Railjack and I've been trying to, get to the next levels and trying to upgrade it because, I was the guy that didn't really, work with Railjack at all. I was just not really into Railjack at all. I didn't care about it. But I finally started to come back to it now because, yeah, the Railjack changes were like, I don't know, like, it's been like probably, I think a month maybe. But I didn't really get into it and I was just like, whatever. But I finally ended up just getting back into it. The reason is I actually like it a lot more than before. Now, the only reason has to be the fact that it's a lot more easier now to, I guess, get into it than it was back in the day. And now I also can, I guess, showcase the build. This is not, it's like a decent build. It's definitely a build that I've been running and I have not found any sort of like, I would say like any sort of, difficulty with. It's just basically these three are the main mods now. It seems like, and everything else is just complementary basically. So they did a bunch of things that I didn't really think of. I thought they were just like basically gonna, min-max stuff or maybe just, nerf down the enemies and all the shit like that. But they actually did a lot more things than that. So, like Hull V, Bulkhead, and Hyper Strike have been nerfed down to only Vidar and I think Sigma. There's no longer like a Levan version of this, and there's no longer a Zekti version. There's no longer like a Zekti version of a lot of mods, I think. Like right now, like all these Zekti mods that I have are like these. So all the Zekti mods that used to be like Hull Weave and Bulkhead, they have been taken out of the game, and now they are Vidar, which is basically good if you are someone who wants to get into the game now, because you could just basically have a maxed out Hull Weave and then Bulkhead and Hyper Strike and to do basically, I would say, pretty much all the missions in the game. That also includes Whale. That's how I got into Whale Proxima now. Now all of these are pretty fucking good. These are the only things I need. These are just complementary things that I have in here. It doesn't really matter that much, although Polar Coil is just for the Zekti epoch. Then I have this for basically cloaking myself whenever I go to take down an enemy cruise ship, and then these are whatever. I've not gotten anything like out of the ordinary. I think they kind of resetted it. I had Shadowburst for a while and Secret Wally, but I got Tether and Fiery Phoenix now. These are like defensive ones, so I don't really use them, don't really care. And yeah, so my armaments is the Zekti Epoch Mark III. Now I got it pretty easily, I would say. I think the Zekti one versions are pretty easy to get. Like I've been getting like these are like 3 pulsars that I have saved up because eventually I'll have to build it. But like I've gotten like about 6 pulsars and 4 Tors and even a lot of Cryophons. But I only gotten like 1 Zekti Epoch so far and 1 Zekti Carcinox that I still have to build. Which has like fucking 30% fire rate. That fucking sucks a lot. But that's basically what that is. And then on the secondary, I'm running the Vidar Carcinox, which is basically like, like a low fire rate version and low damage version. But it doesn't really matter. I'm not really running a squad. I'm just using Zekti Epoch. And then we have the Tycho Seeker Mark III. This is basically, I think this is the best, armaments you can use. This is like the best ability for me. And yeah, and then the components, I have the shield array. It's all right. And then the engines are right, and then I have the Levan reactor like maxed out, so this only gives me like 90 avionics. I think Vidar reactors are the one that gives you like 100. Now other thing that they did is they made it to where so you can actually fuse 2 weapons together. So you can have like about, I don't know, like 2-3, like I have 2-3 blueprints. So all I have to do is just build one of these and then just fuse it with this one. And it takes resources, I think. Yeah, it does take resources, but it's good enough. It's good that you don't have to like keep on rolling basically your weapons, because that's what you're doing. You know, the fire rate or whatever that bonus you get is random. So now you don't have to worry about, you know, just fucking making new weapons all the time. So that's great. Of course, the avionics nerf and buff at the same time is great. And yeah, everything else is pretty decent. I think this is turning out to be really good so far. And I've been playing like pretty much nonstop for a week, and just Railjack, not even like not doing anything, and I really like it. But that did make me question one thing, that maybe it's a little bit too easy now. Now you could tell me maybe, but I don't really know. Like, I had a bunch of Dirac left from Scarlet Spear, so that's why I was able to max out the Hull V bulkhead and all that, and also get those grid ones maxed out. So that's why I have the maxed out, you know, pretty much I would say maxed out, you know, Railjack. But I don't know. I feel like it's gotten a little bit more easier, and that's great. I like it. I like that it's gotten easier, but I think it's kind of had just lost this own thing. Also, they did it to where the sentient ship doesn't go away now. It just goes to different nodes now. So it will be either on this one or this one or this one. It'll just hop around every 30 minutes basically, or 30 minutes or like 40 minutes. I don't know. I don't remember how much, but that's basically what it is. So yeah, this is actually not that bad. Now I am missing two fucking things. I think of the major two mods that I'm looking for, I mean avionics that I'm looking for, I think they're called Predator and Section Density, which basically increases your crit chance and crit damage. But honestly, so far, I don't think I like, I mean, it would be nice to have them, but I don't think I really need it right now, because for, you know, like I've been using these XT Epoch Mark 3s for a while, and you know, these are pretty fucking good. Like, these just do the trick very easily. Alright, I just turned the music down a little bit. So I've been using these without any of those things. I mean, it's just Hyper Strike and all that kind of shit. So I don't know, maybe it will be more, but for, you know, for now, honestly, it seems pretty decent. You know, it's basically like a Vidar Carcinox, but better, basically. Or it's like the Carcinox. It has the fire of the Carcinox, the XT1, and also has the damage of the Apox. So it's like really, like right now, I think this is like the best weapon. I think the best DPS weapon in the game, which is pretty good, I would say, which is pretty great, because, you know, you just want to be able to use one weapon. Now, other weapons are also pretty good too. They did, like, I mean, they buffed this a lot more because nobody, I think, was using it. Everybody had a Cryophon, which I think got nerfed, because if I can remember correctly, that thing did a lot of damage. I think that thing had a little bit more damage, I would say. I don't know, a lot, but definitely a lot more damage was coming out of that. But now it takes like 2-3 hits. It'll take like about 2 hits or 3 hits, depending on how you know, shoot at these. And these are like level 40. They can go up to like level 45, I think. They don't go to 50, so they can only go to level 45. So, you know, these are pretty good. I don't think they're that bad. And these are like really good for just taking out a bunch of ships. So yeah, I've been really enjoying the Railjack for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's, you know, it's better now. It's easier now. The question is, maybe it's a little bit easier, but I don't know. I can't really tell. To me, it seems like it's a lot more easier. That's all I can say. You know, I don't really know much about. Haven't really asked other people. Like, maybe I haven't asked like people who had a, you know, who had a maxed out Railjack and now they're playing, and then maybe they're like, you know what, it's actually a lot easier, or is it like the same? Like, what's the difference? Like, I don't really know. Oh, it's actually Shield Array again. All right. But yeah, I don't really know. You know, I think, to me, it seems like pretty easy, because I was like, not even like 2-3 days in, and I already had a maxed out, you know, a maxed out thing. Now, granted, I didn't really have all the weapons, but I, you know, I built a few weapons and got there. I think now the only difficulty now with Railjack is just to gathering materials. Like the only thing I'm struggling to gather now is these things called track-ons. This is the thing that you need for Zekti weapons and Zekti stuff. So those are the only things I'm farming for now, and also just doing, you know, the anomalies. Also doing the sentient ships every time. So, you know, that's basically what it is. And I think that's all I want to say for this video. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this quick little video about, you know, just, I don't know, letting you know that I have a Railjack now. I don't know. But to me now, it seems like it's a lot easier, and I love it a lot more, definitely. I like it a whole lot more. So now I'm just going to try to get to the gunner rank 10, which basically means that I won't have to aim anymore. It'll just aim for me. So yeah, that's it from me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, see, another photo.